Okay, it is Tuesday, the 28th of November. No history lesson today, just another Jeremiad. The subject of my rant today is, why is Donald Trump still in office? We are into the 302 damn minute day of his presidency. And my question is, why? It seems that we are all waiting for our latest American superhero, Robert Mueller, to finish his very thorough, and necessarily so, I might add, investigation. He has been investigating this whole thing with Donald Trump for just over 6 months, and it could very well be another year before he finally completes his investigation and returns some indictments against Donald Trump. And then what? The Congress will have no excuse for not having enough evidence, and not having enough good evidence, not having a sound enough reason or basis in evidence to finish their own congressional hearings in the House and in the Senate, which will go on for probably another 6 months after that, before finally, sometime in 2019, probably 2 years, if not almost to the day, after Robert Mueller began his investigation, the House will decide they finally have enough evidence to move for impeaching Donald Trump. 2 years, or a year and a half. And what kind of damage will Donald Trump have done in the meantime? I mean, if you think this is atrocious enough, you're right. Okay, let me amend my statement. I'm going to give you a short history lesson. When the House of Representatives impeached President Andrew Johnson and the United States Senate came damn close to convicting him, they didn't have a special prosecutor or a special counsel investigate the actions of Andrew Johnson. They didn't need to. The Constitution of the United States does not require special means and special methods and special processes. All it takes is the consent of the majority in the House of Representatives to pass a bill of impeachment and then move to pass on that bill. And once that bill passes, the President of the United States is impeached. That's what the Congress did in 1867. And the Senate moved very quickly thereafter. Now, it's all well and good that we have a process, a very methodical, a very detailed, a very cumbersome process in place to serve the interests of law and justice in this country. But that process, as it is now established, is not unlike a one-road, one-lane path, a well-worn path, perhaps, through the forest. We don't need that. We are a nation of law. We are a nation of interlocking and overlapping laws. The legal process in this country is not a worn footpath through the forest. It is a veritable 4-lane highway, or maybe even a 6-lane highway. There are any number of routes and paths to getting rid of Donald Trump. All of them legal, all of them prescribed, and I said prescribed, not proscribed, by law. In fact, they are the law. And yet here we are, waiting for Robert Mueller, as if his process is going to be the magic flying carpet that will roll up Donald Trump and Mike Pence and Jared Kushner and everybody who had anything to do with getting Donald Trump into office in the first place, out of office, sometime in May of 2019. Do we really want to wait that long? Do we really want to wait another year and a half for Donald Trump and his blustering, bellicose, blowhard bullying to do even more damage to this country, its reputation and its prestige, the culture, the infrastructure, the political infrastructure, the social infrastructure, the technological infrastructure? Do we really want to wait that long? I don't. There are other paths that we can use besides Robert Mueller to get Donald Trump out of office. And that's what I want to talk about right now. One way we can do this, if we only would, is call every member of Congress, starting with those in our own state or from our own state, the senators from our states, the members of Congress from the congressional district that we live in, whether they're Republican or Democrat. And we don't ask them nicely and politely, oh, please do your job. We tell them. We're the boss. In a democracy, the people are the boss, not the elected representatives. We tell them. They don't tell us. We demand that they do their job. We demand that they do what we tell them, not the uber-rich, obscenely rich corporate interests. Because we're the ones who put them in office, and we're the ones who will take them out of office if they don't do their job. That's what we tell them. We drive that point home. We call them every day or every other day. We send them an email every day. We tweet them. We tell them, do their damn job and impeach the damn president. That's what we do. And we keep doing it. And we keep doing it. And we keep doing it. And we keep doing it until finally some member of the House of Representatives, actually there are already a couple already, but we need more. Some member of the House of Representatives discovers their anatomy and proposes a bill of impeachment. Not just once as a test balloon, but then propose it again and again and again and again, every damn week if necessary. And oh, by the way, it's not just the members of our respective congressional districts, it's also the senators, because the Senate has something to say about this too. If you don't think the Senate can't put pressure on the House of Representatives, you haven't been paying attention. So we need to contact our senators also. But more than that, we also need to contact our governors and let them know, whether they're Republican or Democrat, we don't like what's going on in Washington. And they had better not like what's going on in Washington either, because come election time, a year from now, some of those governors may not be governors anymore. We need to threaten them with their own loss of office. We need to hold their incumbency against them. We need to use that as leverage to get them to do what we want them to do, what we expect them to do, what we pay them to do. Whether it's about Donald Trump or the Trump tax bill or the Affordable Care Act, which is under assault again, we need to make it clear to elected representatives at every level, the United States Senate, the House of Representatives, the governors, the members of our state legislatures. We're not going to put up with this. And if they're willing to put up with it, we're not going to put up with them. That's what we need to do. And I think that's enough of a rant for now. There are many other things I can talk about, especially in today's news, the Republicans in Congress doing nothing while the Children's Health Insurance Program runs out of gas and runs out of funds, runs out of support, and children start to die in the next few months because they don't have insurance, because their parents can't afford to get them insurance, because the insurance industry doesn't care about children. That's another rant for another time. I'm going to stop now.